Hey veggie friends, it's the second to last day of March and I'm here to tell you how I did on the 2 challenges that I set for myself for the month of March. And let me tell you, it was way harder than I thought. Okay, so as you know, for the month of March, I made 2 promises to myself and to you, basically, so you could all follow my journey. First one was to not buy any groceries that weren't essential. And by essential, I had a few exceptions, which I detailed in my video, which I'll put up there for you. But basically, dog food, pop, alcohol, which single girl living by myself, yeah, okay. Toilet paper, stuff like that, right? So anything I didn't need, not buying. Second was get 10,000 steps every day in March. So let's get into how I did. First thing I learned is I really hate being told what to do. I mean, I knew this. And the funny thing is I was telling myself what to do. I set these challenges for myself, but it was really hard and it was easier at the beginning. It actually got harder as time went on. And I picked the freaking longest month, of the March and May, longest months of the year, right? Dumb, Liz, dumb. Anyway, but I found myself making some mistakes. So I found myself eating out more because I was like, oh, well, I'm not really buying groceries, so I can spend money eating out, no big deal. And I didn't go crazy, but I was eating out more. And then on the steps, and these are very closely tied, I found myself not watching my food as carefully, which, you know, it's not the best thing because the whole point is I'm trying to lose weight and get to my goal weight, right? And so these 2 challenges were to help me reach my goals money-wise and weight-wise, and I had some bumps along the way. Now that being said, the challenges were an awesome idea. I wasn't perfect by any means, but they put me in a completely different mindset. And I can think of at least 5 examples off the top of my head where there's things I would have bought at the grocery store that I really didn't need, but either I wanted or they looked good or I thought I could make another meal that sounded like fun to make or whatever, but was unnecessary when I have so much food in my house. And it just changes your mindset and it keeps you going overall and you're aware of it. You're aware when you're just sitting on your ass and you're not even close to getting 10,000 steps a day. So regardless of the fact that I didn't do perfect, it really was good for my mindset and helped improve my habits overall. So the best example of this is on the 10,000 steps goal. So far, I've got 29 days in, counting yesterday. I hit my goal of 10,000 steps at least on 19 of those days. So about 2/3 of the time, right? And that ended up being an average of 9,500 steps a day. I am scared to see what my average was for the months prior when I wasn't trying to hit 10,000 a day. And it really did up my awareness and get me moving. And it was a great thing, even though I didn't hit it every day. And there were some days, I mean, I don't have it right here, but some days where I was like 9,900 something and I fell asleep because I was working till midnight to try to get my steps in, which was stupid. But I don't regret doing it. And I highly suggest you try it if you're really trying to get your weight loss efforts moving. So one of the other big roadblocks that I faced was deals. Like, I am a sucker for deals. Like, I found some Bonza pasta that was half off and I just couldn't freaking help myself. So overall, my fridge is looking pretty empty. My freezer is still pretty damn full and my cabinets are still pretty full. Like, I could probably feed a small family for another month and not buy any groceries at all, which is sad. But can you imagine how much more I would have in there if I hadn't even tried this challenge? There were so many times that I thought, oh, I really want to buy this. And I'm like, nope, don't need it. And I'm hoping to build that as, you know, just an ongoing thing to where I don't need to make myself like, you're not going to buy anything for 30 days. It's just more of a mindset that I'm working toward of not being excessive and not spending money on things I don't need. So as for the big thing, right? Did I lose more weight? I did. So in the month of March, I lost 2 pounds, which probably should have been more, but like I told you, I wasn't as great with my food and I was eating out more. I guess as a rebellion to these challenges, but I still lost 2 pounds and I lost another 2 inches, one of which was in the waist. So hell yeah. So next month, what I'm really gonna do, well, I guess next month starts Monday, right? I'm really just gonna buckle down on my food, focus more on getting my protein up and my carbs and fat down, and keep on moving. You know, with either of these challenges, with your weight loss goals, that's the thing, there's speed bumps. And if there aren't speed bumps, if it's too easy, honestly, what usually happens is you speed through it, you lose the weight really fast, and you go right back to your old habits. So I'm learning the lessons I need to learn long term to deal with those speed bumps, and I hope you do too. So I'd love to hear what you guys are facing if any of you have tried this challenge. I know a couple of you on your Facebook told me that you have, and we're trying to make meals out of your pantry instead of just running to the store, which is a great habit to build. So have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you soon. Oh, one more thing. I am now doing videos, if you noticed, on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Really just trying to find more balance in my life and fit things in a way that works better with my life. So Tuesdays and Fridays was not really working, so Wednesdays and Saturdays, here we come.